Yes, everybody, welcome back to Talking Turf and with special guest, Finley McAllister. Hello, Finley, how you doing, mate?
You okay, pal? Nice to see you.
And you, pal, and you. Thank you very much for coming on, first and foremost.
My pleasure.
If I'm right, 17-year-old from the heart of Manchester and Salford. Is that right?
That's right, that's correct.
Get in. That's what we want to see coming through the ranks, mate. Finn, look, it'll be rude not to, right? But I believe that you had a game last night. Can you talk us through that one?
So last night was obviously a massive fixture. It's always big when we play against the Scousers. And obviously, as people know, the run we've been on and the form we're in is quite near ridiculous, you know what I mean? And it's pretty rare for an under-18s team. So last night was a big one heading into it. You know, we beat City, we beat Leeds at the weekend, and Liverpool, they probably come to spoil the party, didn't they? And they give it a good crack, to be fair to them. You know, it was tough. It was very tough. You know, we was 2-1 down at half-time. But they never say die. They never say die mentality that runs through the club and has done for so many years now, was there with us. And we knew the game wasn't over till the very end. And, you know, at the end of it, we come out with 3 points to make it 14 out of 14.
Excellent, mate. You know, like, I'll tap on that there. You say the never say die attitude. That's what we're used to, you know, like as United fans. You always thought there was a goal in the team, you know.
100%.
So absolutely amazing that, pal. The upcoming fixtures for the under-18s, you've got Arsenal in the Cup. How do you see that going?
That's something different for us, you know, because we've been so used to playing in the league week in, week out. You know, we had a bit of a disappointment in the Youth Cup a few weeks ago. But this one's just, for us, it's just another game, really, and a different opponent who we don't really play on a regular. But we have to go into it fancying ourselves, you know what I mean? It's a cup quarter-final, so we're 3 games away from lifting a trophy, and any sort of silverware, whether it's the league, the cup, you take it and you're happy with it, and that's what the desire and the attitude should be throughout the dressing room. So going into Saturday, I think we should be confident that we can come out on top with a form we're in, but don't underestimate the opponents because, to be fair to them, massive club, decent academy, so it should be a good game.
I definitely, mate. It's the right attitude to take into games. Doesn't matter who you're coming up against, you know, like anybody can beat anybody on the day. And I mean, we'll tap on that, mate. You've I don't think you've lost this year in the league. 14-14 goal difference is absolutely amazing, and the goals against is very few. So, you know, like, and you're obviously captain of that squad. How does that make you feel, mate?
It's mad. It can be pretty overwhelming when you take a step back and look at it all from August to now. It's pretty overwhelming. You know, we should be proud of ourselves, and I can be proud of myself as a captain. But I think as the captain, that's just something. I'm a team player. If I didn't have the armband on, I'd still be doing the same things for the team to get the 3 points week in, week out. But we've got a great set of lads. You know, we've got huge numbers, which helps. So the squad rotation is always there, and if someone drops out, then the player replacing him is just as good as anyone else. So, and the camaraderie between the squads are brilliant as well, which the wins help that. But everyone from 1 to 11 on the weekend, and then the subs that impact the game it's massive. You know, it really helps. I like a lot, and being the captain of that team is just something I can be very proud of. You know what I mean? It puts a smile on my face.
Absolutely amazing, especially being a United fan. You know, like putting that shirt on and seeing that badge. It must be, honestly, I've got tingles in my arms just thinking about it, mate.
It is.
I can't wait until, like, I'm in the stands singing Finley Mac. Honestly, I can't. I see it on my podcast. So you know the team that you've got, Finley. Are you have you come up together? You know, like the class of '92 did, or do you see a lot of change year after year, or what?
Well, because it's split into 2 age groups combined, so you've got a younger age group and an older age group. You know, I'm part of the older age group, which there's like 11 to 12 of us that have been together since the very start. You know, some people drop out, some people come in, but the majority of us have been there since the very start. You know, we've played with each other since we was 8 years old, and now we're competing against the big boys in Europe. You know, we're winning the league, hopefully winning the league at the end of this season. So that's something we can look back on, and then in May, hopefully, when we lift the trophy, we can say this is the journey we've been on. You know, and then the young lads that have joined us as well, we've trained with them all our life as well. So it's nothing new really, but it's mega to see the progress from when we was young boys running around on Littleton Road in Salford, and no one gives a toss really, do they? When you're that age, and then now, unbelievable, really, isn't it?
So did you join United when you were 8? Did you say?
Signed when I was 8. I got picked up when I was 5. Not far from my house actually. Yeah, just playing football. I was having a kick about, and it was like scored about 8 goals, and then the scout come over to my dad. The procedure, what happens, and ever since then, I'm not looked back. You know what I mean?
It's amazing that, like, because like we've got youngins down here who gone away, but obviously a lot of them come back through homesickness and stuff. You haven't got now like that, like you can literally go home every night, couldn't you? From the age of 5.
Yeah.
Amazing that, like absolutely amazing. Like your dad must have been an absolute cloud 9. Like I gather that he's United, is he?
What you say?
He's United, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Aye. So what's your current contract? How does it work? Like are you under contract for so many years, like the first team, or do you do year by year or what?
It's similar to the first team. It's exactly the same as the first team. Player puts pen to paper, and then however many years it is, whatever's behind the contract. But in between all of that, it's just because I'm a young player, and same for my mates as well. It's the development, getting the game time, getting the experience, competing in the big games and getting everything under your belt, as well as, it's your job and you're aiming for this, you're aiming for that. It's just the bread and butter within the contract. That's the most important thing, you know what I'm saying? Like the development and stuff and the experiences we get. So yeah, so many years. And then in them years, get what you can out of it, and most of all, enjoy it. So, like,
you got good coaches down there, the under 18s, then are they, like, is it a good bunch?
Yeah. Top bunch of coaches, I've worked with so many over the years. Some are from around the corner, some from the other end of the country, so it's a mix, and their experience is just as important as ours because they can share their experience with us, can't they? They can share it, they can talk us what they've been through, and we share that on, pass that on. It's just like a circle, really, and it's good. It's good to have that.
It's class. It's good, and like that's happening like under the first team, because as the first team, we're a bit rocky, like there's a lot going on at the club, and that we'll not touch on that, but it's good to know that like under the first team that there's some unity there, like because we are united, you know what I mean? And we will be back. Yeah. We will be back.
We will. We will.
What's your plans for the near future? Obviously, I ask you this. I know your plan will be just to continue as you're going and break into the first team. But we've just seen Dan go out on loan to Port Vale. Is that something you would? Is that something that you would do just to get game time to, or what? Or if it come to that?
Yeah, sure. It's something you should never ever shy away from. It's something that can be for the best for you. Getting out there, playing against men who have to win to pay their mortgages in a way, like 3 points is absolutely everything to them. And that's the proper game. And that's something that if you add that to your book, shall we say, if you add that to your career path, and that's something that can massively help you along the way, and it's experience, and you can show everyone what you can do. They're getting 5,000 to 10,000 fans every week, and 3 points is absolutely everything to them. As much as it is for United to beat West Ham at the weekend, it is for your Port Vale, your Portsmouth to get 3 points as well. So it's massive.
Definitely, mate. I've got to agree with it, because I was at Newport on Sunday, and on the way back we had this guy on the train who was so knowledgeable. He was a shareholder in Newport, and he was saying like they get a lot of youngins from like Manchester United, Liverpool, wherever, and they come down, and a lot of them kind of hack it, like they're expecting to be like treat like they are at Liverpool or United, and he says like it's a massive change for them. But he says the ones who do, like, they're always going on. You always see them like back in the big teams later on. He says because like they accept it and they get into it, and it's quite intriguing actually, Finn, how it all goes on, mate. Because like to them, they've just sold 52% of their club for like, I think it was 480 grand. Like.
Yeah,
now players are on contracts, mate, because they cannot afford to give them 3-year contracts, so they'll have them for a year, and the hope that, like he was saying, that that Evans who played up front for them, he was saying the hope that they sell him in this window, even though he's like one of their best players, otherwise he'll leave in at the end of the season for free. You know,
it's
and it's mad. I've got him coming on tomorrow night just to give a proper look at how these clubs down there are. But they rely on players like yourselves, you know, like young players who want to show that they can do it in any league, you know, like and get that experience behind them. So I agree with you there, mate. Like if it comes up, then you've got to snatch it with both hands, even though you're being compared to Scholes. How does that make you feel? That must be so surreal, mate.
Yeah, it is. That's the word to describe it. You know, when Scholes is one of us. Do you know what I mean? He's United like you and me. He's been where I am. He loves the club. He watches United week in, week out. Obviously, we all have our own opinions from a fan's perspective, but from a footballer's perspective, like Scholes is like it's unbelievable, isn't it? Like
nice.
I still take time out my day to watch his clips on YouTube. Just his passing, just satisfying. Like from a footballer's point of view, watching that, it's just like you can only just gasp, sit back, and go, "Wow, can't you?" So that comparison is pretty unbelievable. But that's something that's just another confidence boost. Like just another positive.
Aye, definitely, mate. You've got to take that. Like, I mean, Zidane says Scholes was the best player he ever played against, and so did
yeah.
Unbelievable, mate. Honestly, I really hope that you do, like, not just for your benefit, for ours, because if you're a young Scholes, that's exactly what we need in that team. Like, Jesus. What do you think of the first team at the minute?
Like you say, it's been a bit rocky, you know. It's not been how United fans want to see it, and obviously I'm a fan as well as a player, and it hurts me when United aren't doing well because, like I say, me, you, the rest of the lads, that's everything to us.
Yeah.
And your weekend goes off how United done it. So when you're seeing them over the road and Liverpool getting back good, it's not the nicest. But we have that attitude to say never say die, don't we? And the hanging on in there and just grinding out results here and there and sticking out the tough times. I think good things come to those who wait. So I think we've just got to keep sticking out, and sooner rather than later, we'll be back at the very top. And I believe that firmly.
Oh, definitely. I don't think we're far away, mate. But like I say, we'll not touch on it. But like, there's obviously a lot going on at the club, and there's a lot of change coming as well. And I mean, like, it's speculation, but we've got to, like, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe coming in and the changes that he's made so far, I see that as a positive. You know, like, and I think that it'll change. And I don't think we're too far away, and we've got to stick with Ten Hag. He's absolutely brilliant. You know, if you look at the young'uns who come through, the likes of Garnacho, Mainoo, people like that, you know, like they are like, they're becoming brilliant. It's
of course.
I don't know if he seems to have a problem with people with big contracts and stuff. But you know, look, we'll move on from that because, like I say, you are a regular attender. You're at many away games as well, aren't you?
Of course.
Absolutely amazing, that, mate. What do you reckon the score will be against Wolves and then West Ham at the weekend? You think we'll win them?
Yeah, I think tomorrow night will be quite tough. I think it's always a tough place to go, and it's not been very comfortable over the years, has it?
No.
But I think that winter break last week, I think it would have suited us more than any other team. I think we needed that the most, and I think Sunday was a nice little kickstarter. You know, a few goals for players who need goals. So going into tomorrow night, I think we should just go all guns blazing and just get at them, you know, show them what we can do because we're good enough to beat them.
It's always normally like 1-0, isn't it? We normally snatch a late goal.
Yeah, it's always quite. They make it hard for us, but that's football, isn't it? Any team that goes to Wolves, it's going to be tough. But yeah, I think we'll get 6 points out of these next 2 games, and I think the morale come Monday will be sky high. Yeah.
So do I, mate. I wish that every week. I really do. Where can you see we're finishing? Do you think we'll get Europe? Do you think we'll get Champions League? Or
I think for now you've just got to look at it game by game. Like these next 6-7 games, I looked last night. The games United over the years, they should be brushing everyone aside, but obviously football it's changed. It's not like that now. But I think if we can hit a good run of form now, I think because we're not that far off, are we?
Not like Nah.
It's not miles away, is it? It's still within touching distance. So I think if we get a good run of games now, get a few points out of it, good performances to go with it, see where we are come end of February, start of March. Maybe we can say a little bit more on it then. Obviously, we want to get in Europe. We want to get Champions League. We want to be competing with the best. But for now, a good run of games, good run in the Cup. Hopefully get a Wembley trip out of it. That'll do me as well. But yeah, we'll see where we are in a couple of weeks.
And I was spoiled rotten last year. I felt like I was forever at Wembley last year. And then this year, like Newcastle beat win and I thought, well, that's gone. But I mean, we've been quite lucky, like we were draws. Normally we're always at home and we'll get like a hard tie but we've been quite. Although Newport give her a game, like when they come back into it at 2s each, I didn't think anybody's seen that. There was a massive gulf in difference when United started. They went 2-0 up and then they thought that they had it in the bag and then they started trying doing the individual brilliance for me instead of playing as a team. They came back into it and then like you could see the gulf in difference when they started like passing it about and we came out winners 4-2. But like after talking to that kid on the train on the way home, I was thinking, what a shame they didn't actually get the draw and get to come back to Old Trafford because that would have set them up for the next 5 years.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it?
It's absolutely bonkers. Like,
it is.
So just quickly, obviously Kobby Mainoo's come through, mate. Have you played with Kobby?
Yeah, Kobby's one of my top pals. Yeah,
is he?
He's one of my best mates, Cobbs. Yeah,
mate, he is absolutely a breath of fresh air. Him, like,
it's unbelievable. Yeah, he deserves it. He fully deserves it.
In a team though, mate, where like whatever's happening in the dressing room, confidence is lacking. He gets on the ball. He comes on a Galatasaray away, Liverpool away, Everton, and he looked the coolest man on the park.
Yeah.
Is he like that? Is he just like a?
Yeah, that's exactly that's what he is. Like, it's just cool, laid back. But he shows on the pitch as well, doesn't it? Like you say.
Aye.
Yeah, so he's unbelievable. Unbelievable what he's done, and he deserves everything. And that goal on Sunday was just like the top off. He deserves that this last few months.
He does. I would love to see that. I often have, like a pub crack and stuff, and let's say, like, with the kind of season that we're having, I wouldn't mind bringing the kids in, like give them a little bit more game time. And like if we're gonna lose the games and we knew we were gonna lose them, then what would be the harm in like getting a load of young'uns in and just trying it, like. But obviously, I sell carpets for a living. I'm the expert, but I just look at it like that, mate.
Of course.
Finley, listen, mate. I know you haven't got a lot of time, so I just want to thank you very much for coming on. Wish you the best of luck with your career because I know it's getting on. Oh, quickly, did you play last week or not against Burnley?
No, I didn't play.
Did you not?
No, I didn't play.
Did you not? Behind closed doors.
Yeah. Behind closed doors. I didn't play, thankfully.
Listen, mate, I've got something on here. Hopefully it works to see what out. I hope to get you back on again in the future. We'll have a bit crack. We'll spend a little bit longer when you've got a bit spare time. Maybe it's in the break or something, mate. But for now, mate, honestly, absolutely fantastic. I really appreciate you coming on. Hopefully this works, mate. Hopefully. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben. Is it? Nah, man. Yeah. It's great when it works. Yeah, we're gone. This will be it.
There we go.
Never thought I'd believe in miracles. You made me realize that you're the only one. Don't need to tell me what the future holds. Oh, I'll be fine 'cause we're
Class, mate.
Top man. Top man.
All the best, mate. Take care. Thank you very much.
You too. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
pal. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, mate. Chala.
Bye-bye.
Excellent from Finley McAllister. They're very, very happy that he's joined with tonight on the Talking Turf podcast. So, without further ado, that is it. We have got Dougie Forborn coming up very soon. Tune back in. Cheers.